Okay, if you've got a fitness tracker, you know the feeling. You absolutely crush a workout, you're exhausted, and you look down at your wrist for that one single satisfying number, calories burned. It's the metric we're all kind of obsessed with, right? But what if I told you that number isn't just a little bit off? What if it's based on an idea that's completely wrong?
Just think about it for a second. Your last run, that spin class, whatever you did, you checked, didn't you? Come on, it's the first thing pretty much all of us do.
And that's the whole appeal, isn't it? That's the magic trick of these little devices. They promise to take all your sweat, all your effort, and just boil it down to one clean, simple number. And that makes us feel like we're in control.
But okay, this is where things start to fall apart. A 2024 study looked at a really popular Fitbit device, and it found that during wheelchair exercises, it overestimated the calories burned by an average of almost 74%. I mean, that's not a little rounding error, that is a massive, massive miscalculation.
And it's not just a one-off thing, not just one device or one type of exercise. A different study from 2022 showed a Garmin was overestimating calories by 32% just from a brisk walk.
Even a newer Apple Watch in that same study was still off by over 24% during an outdoor run. So yeah, the big point here is these things are consistently wrong, but the reason why they're wrong is so much more interesting than just, bad sensors.
What if the real problem isn't the tech at all? What if the entire foundation these watches are built on, that simple idea of more exercise equals more calories burned, is just wrong?
To really get this, we've got to look at two totally different scientific models for how our bodies actually use energy.
So first up, you've got the additive model. This is what we all think happens, and it's what your watch thinks too. It's super simple. You've got a baseline number of calories you burn just by being alive, and any exercise you do just adds more calories on top. Like you're just stacking blocks, one after another. More exercise, more burn. Simple.
But then there's the constrained model, and this is what the science is really starting to point to. This model says our bodies are way, way smarter than a simple calculator. When you start exercising a lot more, your body actually adapts. It compensates by quietly spending less energy on other things in the background, which keeps your total daily burn surprisingly stable, inside this really narrow window. Okay, so we've got these two competing ideas, right? A simple adding machine versus this super smart adaptive system. Which one is actually going on inside our bodies? Well, check this out. This chart comes from a really important study back in 2016, and it shows that when people go from being sedentary to moderately active, their total calorie burn goes up. Exactly what you'd expect, right? But look what happens when they go from moderately active to super active. That third bar? It barely moves. It just flattens out. Their body's totally adapted.
This whole thing has a name. It's called metabolic compensation, and that's the perfect way to think about it. Your body is not a calculator. It's more like a really shrewd energy budgeter. It's constantly reallocating funds, moving energy around to make sure the total budget stays balanced.
Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. This doesn't happen the same way for everybody. Your body compensates even more when you're in a calorie deficit, when you're dieting. And the effect is way stronger for people who have more body fat. For example, one study found that for every 100 calories you think you're burning from exercise, your body secretly claws back about 28 of them on average. But for people with higher body fat, that number jumps to almost half. Your body claws back 46 of those calories. Crazy, right?
So what on earth are you supposed to do with all this information? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Step 1, you have to stop trying to out-exercise your diet. It's a losing battle, your body is just too smart and it will fight back. Step 2, use your tracker for what it's actually good for. Look at trends, your step count, your heart rate zones, not that final calorie number. And number 3, and this is the big one, we have to completely reframe why we exercise in the first place.
Because let me be clear, exercise is absolutely critical. A huge 2020 review found it's the single most reliable factor for people who successfully keep weight off long-term. The benefits for your muscles, your metabolism, your heart, your brain, they are undeniable. Exercise is non-negotiable. It's just not the simple calorie-deleting tool we thought it was.
And that's the real takeaway here. It's about a mindset shift. The goal of your workout shouldn't be to hit some random calorie number on your watch. The goal is to build a stronger, healthier, more capable body. The calories you happen to burn while doing that, well, that's just a fantastic little bonus.
So I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. Are you dragging yourself to the gym to punish your body for the food you ate, Or are you moving your body to celebrate everything it's capable of doing? Because once you make that shift, trust me, the numbers on your watch start to feel a whole lot less important.